So for the administrator registration, there are 4 steps involved. Okay. So first step is under the CEO login. First, you have to do administrator registration under HRMS module. Okay. So in that registration form, it will ask for some basic details, including employee's photo and KG ID, which are mandatory. So after registration, this is the same step as employee registration, which you did in admin and user module. After registration of administrator, in the same HRMS module, there is one option to take the biometric for that registered administrator. So based on that, in the third step, there has to be done DSC registration. And DSC registration can be done from their login. So after registration and biometric registration, there is one step is assigning of charge to that particular administrator. That can be done under the CEO login only under HRMS module. So from that screen, you can give the charge of multiple GPs to single administrator. At the same time, by assigning those charge for particular GPs, particular administrator will be assigned to president login. And after that, under the president login, they can register DSC. Same like earlier step, and the DSC will be go for the approval under EO login. So for administrator, they have to log in as a president only. Okay, so there are 4. I am repeating and concluding that under the part of administrator, there are 4 steps. One is administrator registration, which is under CEO login. After that, biometric registration, which is also under CEO login under HRMS module. So registered administrators will be available for biometric. After that, again in the same CEO login, CEO has to assign GPs to that particular administrators, and they can assign multiple GPs to single administrator. So according to that stage, for that particular administrator and GP, that administrator can access president login for that particular GP. And president can do DSC registration and all those actions which are available right now under president login. So they can sign salaries and whatever functions right now we have given under president login will be accessible to administrator. Okay, so this is the conclusion. This is the overview of administrator.
ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರಾದಿದ್ರೆ. ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ.
ಸರ್ ಭರತ್ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಸರ್.
ಕೇಳಿ
ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ CO ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾವ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಅವರು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತಾ, ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಸರ್? ಅದೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
So I'm just giving the overview of screens which I explained. This is pre-production test environment. The same thing is available in production also. Okay, so this is CEO login under HRMS module. One option is administrator registration. So by clicking on that, it will by default show already registered administrator under that particular Zilla Panchayat. Okay. So if you want to add any new administrator in that particular Zilla Panchayat, you have to click on add employee. Here it will show all fields with respect to the registration part of administrator. Okay. So after registering, that registered employee will be visible here. So this is step number 1, that is administrator registration. Now step 2, that is biometric registration for administrators. So under e-attendance option, here under category, you have to choose administrator. So register administrators employees list will appear here. So kindly select the employee and capture fingerprint. So this is the same process which you are doing earlier. Okay. So now step number 3 is assign charge to administrator. So here you have to select employee. These employees will come based on the registration which we seen in step number 1. Select employee and select the Gram Panchayat. So here system will check whether is there any precedent is available in that selected Gram Panchayat. If not, then only then system will allow to assign any administrator to selected Gram Panchayat. As well as this employee is eligible to be taken charge of multiple GPs. And for the same GP, you are not allowed to assign multiple employees or same employee. So that restriction system will check. Okay. So as you can see, right now I have given already one charge Prince to Mangalore. So here it will show the login name. Okay. So here in case of this, they have to, administrator has to log in with this login name. Okay, so by logged in with this login name, the concerned person administrator has to register for the DSC. It is same as earlier process under admin and user management. In that particular president login, there is one option of digital signature. So from that, they have to do digital signature and EO will approve that signature. And after that they can functions all the features available in precedent login, like salary process and everything, salary payment and everything.
Login ID will be same, no?
Yes, yes. See here, once you will assign that charge, the login name will be displaying that with respect to that particular employee and particular location. So this will be the login name for that administrator to access precedent role for this particular location.
Any doubts is there? Please ask.
Clear, sir.
Is there any doubt regarding this process? So again, I'm concluding there are 4 steps involved in administrator part. One is administrator registration, which is same as earlier employee registration. Step number 2 is biometric registration for administrator. That is again available in CEO login under HRMS module. After that, assigning of charge to administrators, in which you can assign multiple GPs charge to single administrator as well. And system will check whether is there any precedent is working or not under that selected Gram Panchayat, as well as any administrator is also assigned to that GP or not. That system will check. If it is not, then only then any administrator can be allowed to take a charge for that particular Gram Panchayat. And based on that, administrator can take access, can log in using these login names, and they have to register for DSC, and that approval will go to the concerned EO login. After that, they can use any functionality which is available in same as precedent login.
So biometric option is available in CO login only, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. First three steps are available in CO login only and under HRMS module. Only DSC registration will be part of their own login,
So,
and
but in
approval will go to the concern EO login.
sir, but where in HRMS model, sir? I'm right now I'm checking here in CO login. I'm not
Yes,
able to find that biometric registration CO login.
sir. In that you type biometric. Okay. So under
Okay.
attendance and leave management, there is one option e-attendance biometric registration.
Okay, sir.
Under
Okay.
that, you can find this administrator category.
Okay, sir.
So,
Okay. Okay, okay sir.
okay.
Okay.
So here it will display the concern employees based on selected category.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಎಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರಿಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಭಾವಿಕ್ ಸರ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್
Yeah. So shall I go for exit and joining process?
ಸರ್.
Shall I go ahead for exit and joining process?
ಯಾ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಇಫ್
Okay.
ಇಟ್
Okay. Okay.
ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೆಷರ್.
So now we will come to the exit and joining process, which is part of transfer. Okay. So concerned registration authority can do exit process for particular designations. So right now, this option is available in CEO login, EO login, as well as PDO logins. Okay. Now I'm going under the CEO login only. Okay. So there is one option named exit of other than GP staff. Okay. So
Sir, which module? In which module, sir, this option?
in HRMS only, ma'am. This exit and joining is part of HRMS only. So you can find these options under HRMS under this option of retirement, resignation, suspension, termination. In that we have given one option, exit of other than GP staff. Okay, so here first we have to select the category of staff. So for example, I am selecting government staff. So here CEO will be eligible for the registration of Jilla level staff and Taluka level government staff. So here two categories is displaying. For example, I am selecting Taluka Panchayat. In that case, they can choose Taluka Panchayat. In case of Jilla Panchayat, they can check only Jilla Panchayat. And if you have logged in as a this Bagal Kote, so it will be auto selected. Now I am moving to this Taluka Panchayat. Here I will check Badami. Okay. So here for Taluka Panchayat, CEO is the authority to register EO. Okay. So here it will show only EO. By clicking on search, it will show EO working under this selected Taluka Panchayat. Okay. So here they have to mark the status, relieved, resigned, terminated, death, or retired, then respective date and relevant document. Okay, after that you have to click on update. So in case of just 1 minute. Okay, so here in case of relieved, such employees will be available for the next step, that is joining. So from here, once I will click on update for this particular Taluk Panchayat EO, this post will be the vacant. Okay. So after that, under the joining process, there is another option, joining of transferred employees. Okay. So same as registration authority can do this joining process with respect to the designations and roles. Here, for example, I am selecting government staff. So here you have to select transfer out from Jilla Panchayat and Taluka Panchayat in case of Taluka. For example, any EO which is not part of Bagalkote district and has been transferred to Bagalkot. So from here, for example, any Bangalore EO is transferred to Bagalkot. So you have to first that Bangalore district CEO has to do the exit process. After that, this Bagalkot CEO has to find by searching Bengaluru Taluk Zilla Panchayat. And for example, there is one employee from Anekal. It has been exited by the Bengaluru CEO. So by clicking on search, that particular Zilla Panchayats, Taluka Panchayats, transferred candidate list will appear here. And from here, there is one option under that list, will join. Once you will click, same registration form will open of government staff. All details will be auto-populated, which is a part of which we have already registered. And only two additional things you have to add, that is respective document of joining date and joining document. So these two documents you need to update, and you have to click on transfer in. So that particular EO will be registered. Just 1 minute, I will take one example for more clarification. Exit करना है. So here, for example, with the same Taluka Panchayat from the same ZP, I did one exit. Okay. So for this particular Bagalkot, that person is available for joining. Okay. So once I will click on transfer in, Zilla Panchayat will be auto selected as you have logged in with this particular Zilla Panchayat. Okay. So here you can select any Taluka Panchayat from where that particular EO is transferred. Remaining all details. See here, in case of by selecting of any Taluka Panchayat, if already one EO is working there, system will show this message कि employee already exists for executive officer direction designation with selected Taluka Panchayat. Okay, so if you can see, remaining all details are auto-populated. Okay, only these two things, joining date and joining approval order, needs to be uploaded by concerned CEO. And click on transfer in. After clicking on transfer in, this selected employee will be a part of this selected Taluka Panchayat as EO. Okay.
Means in this option we need to select which where the he is transferred, correct, right?
Yes, definitely. Okay. In joining process, you have to choose that particular Zilla Panchayat and Taluka Panchayat from where that particular employee has transferred.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There is possibility from one district to another district if any EO got transferred. I am taking example of EO. Okay, so in that situation, you have to select that particular Zilla Panchayat and Taluka Panchayat.
Sir, it is Bharat sir. ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಈಗ ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಇಒ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಎನೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಒ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಇದು ಇಒಸ್ದು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಇಒಸ್ದು ಸಿಒ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಇಒಸ್ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿಡಿಒಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್? ಓಕೆ
ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅವರು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ತಮ್ಮ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಜಾಯ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ, ಅಂತವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏನು ತಾಲೂಕ್ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ರಿಲೀವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಈಗ ಎ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಪಿಡಿಒ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಿ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗಿದಾರ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ತಗೋತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ?
ಅರವಿಂದ್ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಆತರ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಿಡಿಒ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನೇಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವಾಗ
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
ನೀವು ನೇಮ್ನ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಪುನಃ ಅಸೈನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ DS ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
ಸೊ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಎನಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
ಸರ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ
ಸರ್
ಮಾಡಿ.
ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ PDO ಎರಡೆರಡು ಕಡೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದನ್ನೇ
ಸರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ one PDO to two gram panchayat in charge.
That option is already available. This option is eligible only to change the location.
Okay.
In case of multiple charge of a single employee, that function is available since past 1 month under admin and user module. Okay. Assign user to employee. We have given that option. See here. Here PDO, for example, if we can take PDO, same person can be taken charge against multiple role. This function is already available. For example, PDO. If PDO is working right now in GP1, and if it will take the charge of GP2 also with particular within taluka panchayat only, so that another EO can map that PDO against that particular GP as well. So for that you have to use this screen only. Right now this exit and joining process will be useful only to change the location. Here, to given the multiple charge to the same employee, we have given these functions ki same employee can be mapped against multiple GPs. If in case of PDO or president, that can be within taluk only. Within taluk, one PDO can take charge of multiple GPs, and even one PDO can take charge for president as well. So same employee you can map here as well, and you can map here as well. But the thing is that concerned person has to log in with 2 or multiple login name. If, for example, Vivek right now, if I can take example of Vivek, if want to use the functionality of president, he has to log in with this login name. If with the same, if there is the same person can be a part of this secretary login, they have to log in with this login name. Okay.
Is there any doubts in transferring? ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
Sir, can we use this option for PDOs also?
Yes madam, ನೀವು ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್, ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಏನೇ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು ಮೈಸೂರು ದೀಪಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನ ಕೇಳಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಒನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, PDOನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
ಸರ್ ಭರತ್ ಸರ್,
ಹೇಳಿ
ಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಈಗ ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ
ಸರ್. ಒನ್ ಲೈವ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೋ ಸರ್.
Sorry?
One live. They will log in, it seems.
ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರೇ. Hello?
Bhavik sir.
Yes, tell me.
In live they will do one, it seems.
This exit and joining? Yeah, morning already I had one discussion with DPMU Mysore. And we have explained them everything, and we did one exit and joining process as well for that testing purpose under DPMU Mysore CEO login.
Yeah, right now they will do one. You please, if it is any mistake, you please guide that sir.
Yeah, they can do.
Yeah. Arvind sir, bega.
ಸರ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರು, ಈಗ ನಿಪ್ಪಾಣಿ ತಾಲೂಕಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರು ಪಿಡಿಒ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅವ್ರ ADPM ಇದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ವಿರೂಪಾಕ್ಷಿ.
ವಿರೂಪಾಕ್ಷಿ ಅವರೇ,
ಹೇಳ್ರಲ್ಲ
ಈಗ ನಿಪ್ಪಾಣಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು?
ನಿಪ್ಪಾಣಿ ಏನಾದ್ರಿ?
ಆಡಿ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ನಿಂದ ಒಬ್ರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಜಾರ್ ಬಂದಿದಾರ್ರಿ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರದ್ದು
ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಕರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓಪನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದು?
ಇಒ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪಿಡಿಒ
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದನ್ನ
ಕೇಳಿ ವಿರೂಪಾಕ್ಷಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದಾರ ಅಂತ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ.
Yes sir, I will talk to them sir.
ಇನ್ನೇನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್, ಇದಾರೆ ಡೆವಲಪರ್.
Bharat sir, just sorry to interrupt, but I just conclude the steps of this transfer thing. Okay, so for better understanding. Okay, so the first step is exit of working staff. Okay, so respective registration authority can do the exit process and joining process. For example, in case of PDO, EO, in case of EO, CEO. Okay, so first step is exit. So the exited, under that exit, whichever staff is marked as relieved or transferred, such employees will be available in the joining process. Which is step number 2. Okay, so in that we have given the options to choose Zilla Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat or respective options from where that particular employee is transferred. Okay, so after that, by clicking on transfer, the concerned registration authority has to choose the location from where they want to transfer that particular staff. Along with that, they have to enter joining date and joining order. Okay, so after that, that particular employee will be registered for selected Taluka Panchayat. I am taking an example of you. Step number 3, which is same as earlier. After that, under admin and user module, against that screen which I explained last, assign user to employee. You have to choose that employee and assign charge against that respective authority. Like if you have transferred any PDO, then under assign user to employee screen, against that particular GP, you have to select this PDO name, and after that PDO can be logged in with that particular GP. So third step also needed after exit, join, and third step is assigning of user to employee. That is the same step which we are doing since beginning. Okay, is there any doubt in